Hi, I'm Mrs. Williams, and I am an elementary teacher with Dallas ISD. I am going to read Our Tree Named Steve, which is one of my all time favorite books, and I'm going to dedicate today's reading to the wonderful students of 4A and 4B. Our Tree Named Steve book shows the importance of having friends and family that you can count on and trust. As I'm reading today's reading, I want you to think about how the family makes Steve a part of their family. This story is written in letter format. The dad is writing to the kids to kind of give them feedback on how Steve was truly important to the family. Our Tree Named Steve. It is written by Alan Zwivel, illustrated by David Catrow. Dear kids, a long time ago, when you were little, Mom and I took you to where we wanted to build a house for us to live in. But in order to build there, men had to come and clear the land. I remember there was one tree, however, that the three of you couldn't stop staring at. Adam thought it was crying. Lindsay said it looked nervous. And Sari, who was only 2 years old, couldn't pronounce the word tree and called it Steve. I love you, Steve, she kept saying. And then Adam and Lindsay started saying it. And before too long, Mom and I got the hint and asked the builder to please say Steve. The day we moved in, Steve was there to greet us. He quickly worked his way into our lives as a swing holder, target, third base, hiding place, jump rope turner. And whenever our dryer broke down, he held our underwear with pride. Have any of you ever had to hang clothes on the clothesline? Yes, right there in the center of our yard, this weird looking tree grew to become the center of our outdoor life. Through all barbecues, campouts, dance parties, or when Adam and Lindsay started getting crushes on the Simmons kids next door, Steve adjusted to every need. Even the dogs have a crush. Take a look. And it wasn't always easy. Standing tall through snowstorms in the winter. Oh my gosh. Or when Uncle Chester napped in the hammock couldn't possibly have been fun. Not to mention the time that the sewer overflowed and Steve sucked up all the smelly water before it drowned Kirby. Can you guys see Kirby, the dog? Then got so sick himself that the tree doctor had to give Steve a haircut that made him look like a big thumb. Through the years, Mom and I have tried to show you, in a world filled with strangers, the peace that comes with having things you can count on and a safe place to return to after a hard day or a long trip. Which brings me to the point of this letter. Last week, a storm hit our area. And though we spared Steve's life a long time ago, this time we couldn't save him. Are we sad? Sure, we are. But even in his final moments, when he could have fallen on our house, Sary's swings, or Kirby's house, or Mom's garden, Steve performed his last trick and protected all of us to the very end. And friends like this are hard to find. So, when you come home from Grandma's next week, Steve will not be able to greet you as he's done in the past. I'm sorry. But please know that Steve will always be with us in our hearts and in our thoughts. And in a different tree at the other end of our yard. See you next week. Love, Dad. The end. What I would like for you to think about as of right now, do you have someone that you can count on, that you can trust no matter what is going on in your life? Everyone needs someone that they can love, trust, and count on. That is our reading for today, entitled Our Tree Named Steve. See you next time. Mrs. Williams saying goodbye to 4A and 4B students. See ya.